Leader McConnell, will the Senate approve an ambassador to Cuba?
It'll be somewhat controversial, as you can imagine, because changing the longstanding Cuba policy created a firestorm, particularly in Florida. Our three actually most prominent Cuban-American senators are opposed to the change in policy. And I think, one of the ways in which this will be vigorously discussed is when the president sends up a recommendation for ambassador to Cuba.
Not a priority for you to see that nomination confirmed?
Well, I don't agree with the decision the president made. Whether it'll end up causing the defeat of the nominee remains to be seen, but I think it will certainly generate a rather vigorous discussion about this change in policy.
You run the shop now.
But I don't tell people how to vote, and it'll be interesting to see. But I think what it will do, Scott, is generate a big discussion about the president's decision to go in a different direction with regard to recognition of Cuba.
Mr. Speaker, there are Democrats and Republicans who want to have a vote on lifting the trade embargo on Cuba. Are you going to have that vote?
We're going to have some votes when it comes to the president's Cuba policy, probably when we get into the appropriations process. I think the president made a bad decision here. Why would you want to reward two brothers who've run Cuba for the last 60 years and have one of the worst human rights records throughout the whole world? We've got freedom fighters that have been trying to bring democracy to Cuba. We've got to be supporting them.
Embargo is going to stay in place.
I would think so.